Awesome. We are live. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, please go hit the like button and subscribe for me so we can get the message out to a bunch of other people. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 75 Hard Challenge and what I've experienced in the first week. It has been interesting to say the least. I'll just start off with, the diet I'm doing. The diet I'm currently doing is keto. Keto I was like, oh yeah, keto's going to be an awesome idea. I'm going to lose tons of weight. And so far, I've hated every single aspect of keto so far. I don't like here are the cons, right? We have to build every single meal around not eating carbs. And we can't eat anything normal. I can't even eat chips and guac. I have to eat like pork grinds and guac. And then there is legitimately no type of sweet food at all that you can eat on keto unless you go make it. I went and bought a bunch of different like snacks, bars, and stuff like that. And they've all been not the best. Like the almond butter, peanut butter cups, those have been trash. A bunch of stuff like that. A lot of the workouts I've been doing, generally I'll go for a walk for 45 minutes, like a super brisk walk outside, or I'll go for a jog, or I'll go play basketball for 90 minutes. The walks have been really good. They've helped me think a lot more, get some business ideas out, and just kind of get in some phone calls during the middle of the day or think really hard in the morning. Basketball has been amazing cardio. It has been fantastic. I've been playing some flag football. That's good. Still not as good as basketball cardio-wise, but it's still a workout. We've been doing some in-house yoga, which has been okay. Last night it actually got pretty intense trying to hold some of those poses. The yoga was really intense for me. Yoga and then in-home band workouts. So I've been doing some band workouts with Kalani bought something off of Amazon with a little bungee that I can do bicep curls, back workouts and other stuff like that. And that's actually been pretty good. Biceps, triceps for arms. For legs, not really as much. Like with the squats, there's not enough resistance for it to mean anything. So I'll do wall sits and body squats. I've lost a little bit of weight on my stomach so far. And I'm on day 12. This is just the first week review though. I've lost, like, my stomach's a lot flatter. So I am losing weight there. Nothing too serious, but I can actually see the progress already. And then some things that I've noticed about myself is I have zero attention to detail and I have really, really bad time management skills, right? And so this is making me plan out my entire day. You guys probably can't read my handwriting, but I got all these freaking tasks that get done. I have it blocked out to do admin and whatnot. And that's been really helpful, especially running our 3 different businesses. It has made me time block out family time block out my workout time block out my work time, and then like each separate business, and then like my follow-up in one aspect and all that. And that's made it so everything is a lot more stable. And I know what's coming and everything else. What else? Yeah. I have piss poor time management skills. The books that I'm currently reading are Scaling Up on audio. It's been really good. As we're trying to really ramp up our call center, it's a little bit different because it's all VAs, but it's larger. We're at about 50 employees. And so it's a lot different than Wholesale. Like Wholesale, I can do a lot of it on my own and then have a couple VAs. Now that we've got a bunch of clients in our call center and everything else, it's making me have to learn better business strategies and understand it a lot more. It runs a lot better as a business than my wholesale company does. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership is a book that I got. I think my friend Greg Helbeck referred it to me, and it has been awesome. Just learning how to be a better leader and just seeing everyone in the world, anyone who is successful in any way is a great leader. and being able to implement those skills in my life every day. And then the Little Red Book of Sales is amazing. Just going over sales in every aspect. And last night, the chapter I read was on personal branding and networking and how you need to brand yourself and everything else. And that's tied into the, I'm reading the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And the best part about that is like about reading is I'm actually going through with a highlighter, taking notes and talking and like, okay, where would I put this right now instead of having to just stop and take notes on my phone? Because I know I'm going to go back and read this again and I'll have notes to look back on. That is the good part about reading. The bad part is if I don't get that reading done as soon as I wake up, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every day now, just so I can get in everything I need to meet the challenge. Right. But I did it 2 days ago to where on Saturday where I didn't read in the morning. And then it was a pain in the ass because we have a family routine at night and I had to interrupt that family routine to get in my 10 pages so I could get to bed on time and everything else. But it makes my mornings go better. It's the 5 a.m. thing's been awesome. Wake up, hit my morning routine, meditate, drink water, either go for a walk and then read. Alcohol really hasn't been that hard. The only thing has been like dinner with friends. It's there. So we had an investor dinner Saturday. Saturday, we had an investor dinner with my friend Michael, Ray, Amit, Ravi, Rudy, and my friend Jason. And we're all there. Everyone else was drinking and eating sushi, and I had to order a freaking poke salad, and it sucked. But like as far as like the drinking isn't that big for me. Having like a good glass of wine when we're cooking with my girlfriend, that's sometimes hard. And then yesterday was like football, the first football Sunday. I was like, oh man, like beer. And then having good food with it. The keto aspect has made it suck so bad because there's like no good. We have to put a lot of effort to cook a bunch of keto food than I really would want to. Like it's hard to even order. Like I wanted chips and guac, wings. What else do we usually eat on like a football Sunday? Like I can't eat pizza, all that, everything that involves carbs. And that sucks. So we just had pork rinds and guac and that went okay, but it still wasn't the best. The wings are still awesome. But that so far, really the hardest part has been the diet and really building my girlfriend and I are both doing it at the same time, like building our entire life around the diet. Like no carbs, no chips, no carbs and no sugars. Yesterday when I went grocery shopping, I had to walk by the cookies like 4 times and it really irritated me. Like it was like funny as that sounds. I was like getting mad. Like, man, I just want some cookies. Like I picked the completely wrong diet for this shit. And I was starving and I just wanted something sweet. And so the keto part has been the most difficult. The gallon a day has been easy. As long as I start is like as soon as I wake up, I'll be able to knock it out by like 4 p.m. The only problem is I'm peeing like a racehorse all day. The biggest reason why I started this is because I could start to see myself slacking in the self-discipline that's gotten me to where I am now. And I know it's gonna take those same habits to get me to where I want to be, success-wise, money-wise, family-wise, and everything else. And I could just see myself slipping and not performing the way I want to and not performing on a level I know I'm capable of. I was like, man, what is it going to take? Because like when you're an entrepreneur, it's a battle between you and yourself. And so I figured what else would be better than doing this and just really nailing down every aspect that I need to really get going. And then I've liked it more. I've seen my days be a lot more productive. Bro, diet sucks, Kyle, man. Bro, yeah, you're an ice cream fiend. I'm not an ice cream person, but like my candy issue is so bad when I'd be down at my office, somehow I'd end up at a convenience store buying like 3 packs of gummy worms because I'd have like a sugar craving. That has been the absolute hardest part, man. It's been rough. And thank you, Charles. I'm trying to be savage, even though I got gas. This is the third time I've started 75 hard. I think the first time I did it and I made it like 3 days and I was like, bro, this sucks. I want some candy. The second time I did it, I made it like 10 days, and then I think we had a bunch of our friends coming to town, and it was just one big party, and I was like, I don't want to sacrifice memories for some stupid challenge. So I think it was really good that, I mean, right now it's COVID, and not a lot of our friends are in town or anything else. We're done traveling for the most part. Even if we, go to Utah, it's not going to be that big of a deal. We can just cook there. Hey, what's going on, David? So honestly, man, my diet consists of, I just avoid carbs at all costs. That's what I know keto is. And so I pretty much eat meat, vegetables. Yeah. Like I eat like straight meat and vegetables, avoid a lot of processed foods. I've been eating a shit ton of pork rinds. And then there's some keto bars that I eat. I'm trying to think of what else I've been eating. Oh, like they have these Parmesan crisps that are supposed to like substitute as chips, but they're way too salty and they don't really do it for me. But we've been eating a ton of chicken. I just got back from Alaska and I brought home an entire cooler full of fish. So we've been eating a lot of salmon and halibut. But then even in all my meals, it's hard to, like, you want a side and you can't eat a side. And so that's really sucked, man. And yeah, this time I'm going to get it done. That is like the thing. Like, I feel like the other times I wasn't committed. I was like, oh, so, but now I feel like it's time. I'm feeling that now. The transition out of W-2 3 months ago has been tough on my daily routine. I'm feeling it's like exactly like you know you're lacking and like you got to win that battle against yourself, and you might as well like find some type of thing to make it competitive. And me, like the phrase I always use is like, don't negotiate with your inner bitch. Like, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It starts off in the morning when you hear that goddamn alarm go off and you just can't negotiate with your inner bitch telling you to go back to sleep and everything else. You just have to wake up and get going. And then when I'm in the grocery store walking through and I'm negotiating with myself, like, hey man, just go get the goddamn cookies. Like, bro, don't go get the cookies. Like, and mastering myself has been the biggest thing. Bro, I'll try the cauliflower rice, but I've like tried cauliflower substitutes, James, and I've hated them. Like I tried what was like those cauliflower buffalo wings, and I know you're vegan, and I was like, bro, this is so whack. Like it tastes like cauliflower. Everything that's keto that they say is like a substitute. It tastes exactly what you'd think like as a substitute. Is what I've learned with all the keto snacks, like the keto foods and everything else. But I'll try that, bro. I'll try anything, honestly. And I miss rice too. I love rice, and we don't eat rice anymore. That part's been hard. And then another really hard part has been lately is the smoke. So I was out there on my walk today and my lungs started to like kill me, right? And I was like, oh, whatever. Like I'm a young athletic guy. I'll be fine. But yesterday I went and played football for 2 hours and I came home and it was like hard to breathe. And that was like, oh man, I got to do this for a while now. And so I've been thinking like, okay, how much time can we spend in Utah instead of being out here so I can make the transition easier? Because I know my girlfriend has really bad asthma. My son's lungs are developing. So if we're in a different place, maybe it's better for us just for a while. And we'll be in Utah in October for a couple weeks anyways. But that's the outside workout with the Flyers has been huge. The 2 workouts hasn't really been that bad for me. Already try and play basketball pretty consistently. And so that's been pretty easy. And then using the walk or a jog or going and playing basketball, like I'll go play basketball for like 2 hours and I'll use that as my 2 like 45-minute workouts. And that is some intense cardio that gets done. I'll go play football, yoga, our in-house workouts. Like when we wake up in the morning and we decide to do it, those have been really good. But as long as I get a workout in the morning or I get in like a solid workout in the afternoon, I'll be fine. If I try and put it off and I have to stay and play basketball let's say I've done it where I haven't gotten a walk in, I hadn't get a morning workout in, and I've had to go early to the basketball court. I'll go and train. I'll go train for 45 minutes before then shooting. I'll try and make 3 shots. If I don't make 3 shots, I go back and forth. If not, and then once I do that, I wait till people get there. Then I go play even more basketball and then go home. But if I do that, I spend that much more time away from my family and that much more time away from my business. And so it's really good just to get it in. So cons. Yeah, I think those are about the only cons. The diet sucks. If I could go back, I would have done a lot more research on the diet. I kind of went into it ignorantly and was like, yeah, keto, whatever. I could eat ribeye every day. I'll be fine. And now I've really noticed that I want a lot more sides and I'm just not satisfied. And I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry on this diet, and that's been miserable. 1 gallon's been easy. The reason I started the challenge, and I was super fat. I'm fat right now, and I'm trying to slim down, and that was another thing. And I feel like me being fat is showing my own lack of self-discipline in that aspect of my life, and I feel like it translates into all the other aspects of my life. Like my business started to slack. I was only focused on one thing, and so it's made me a lot more aware of just time management, managing myself, and mastering myself. The books I'm reading right now, man, I'm reading Scaling Up on audio. That's been really good. The book I'm reading is The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by, who is it? John Maxwell? I don't know. My friend Greg Helbeck referred me to it. And then The Little Red Book of Sales is the other one I'm reading here and there. And sometimes I'll read, I've been switching off just to get a little bit different taste on the books. So you're trying keto, but all protein I can eat. It's like beans, which have carbs, tofu, 0 carbs, but tofu sucks. Yeah, man. I don't even know why I do like a keto vegan. The amount of self-discipline that I've learned that it's like building in me by following a diet has been number one. I think I could do all these other things in my sleep. It's just being a former athlete. It's like what I've done. But the diet has been huge. All right, guys, any more questions? If not, I'm going to log out. I just want to let you know how the first week's going. It's been pretty good so far, but I can see how I'd recommend getting the app. The app helps out a lot. It's just called the 75 Hard app. It's like $5, and I can track everything in there, and I set timers for when I want it. So I have a timer at 5:15 for my first workout. I have a timer at 5 o'clock for my, what's it called? For my water. I'll pull it up right now. I have a timer at, a timer at 6:30 p.m. for my second workout, a timer at 5:10 to take my progress picture, 6:30 for my reading, and then at 10 o'clock, I have a timer for my gallon. 12 o'clock, I have a timer just like, hey, man, follow your diet. And then 7:30, I have a timer just to make sure, like, okay, no cheat meals or alcohol. And I accomplished it, and then I'm good. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks, Mark. And I will see you guys tomorrow on I think we have a live on going over how to hire VAs. Thanks so much.